The aftermath of Tyson Mitchell's attack on Bill Bevilacqua's right-hand man is the subject of the 8th episode of Under New Management, the second season of the criminal drama series Tulsa King on Paramount+. Dwight, the General Manfredi, is shaken by the awful events that follow, despite the fact that the gangster's companion survives the bullet. The former mafia leader must say goodbye to people who hold special meaning in his life and career. Armand Manny Trucy's life is turned around by chaotic. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Before going to the main topic, I want to say like this video and subscribe to the channel. Events, but he makes the stupid decision to take matters into his own hands in order to secure his existence. Beware of spoilers. Dwight Manfredi and his colleagues confront Tyson about his stupid behavior at the start of Under New Management. Although they disapprove of his behavior, they swear to take care of him because he is family. Even though his right-hand man, Vic, is still alive, Bill Bevilacqua declares in Kansas City that he will fight the general. Chicky Invernizzi phones him before he calms down, and the gangster explains how one of the former Mafia Capo's men almost killed his associate. Vince Antonacci talks about removing him from his position of leadership with the former's men as the head of the New York Mafia scene considers what has been happening with those who are associated with him. Bevilacqua dispatches some of his colleagues to Tulsa in order to monitor Dwight. Vince confronts Chicky about their gang's aimless actions with his colleagues. The guys inform him that New York's revenue is declining and that his carelessness has earned him an unforgivably bad reputation, particularly after he dispatched one of the mafia scene's legends to Tulsa. The group can no longer put up with Chicky's irascible behavior, yet they do not wish to kill him. As a result, they need him removed from his position as the city's crime scene leader. Chicky complains about the choice, but when his own crew and other families turn against him, there isn't much he can do. Apart from Bevilacqua and Chicky, Cal Thresher is also having difficulties. Jackie Ming, a powerful member of the Chinese triad and his business partner, confronts him. In regards to their wheat farms, the latter must amend his agreement with the businessman. According to the new agreement, Thresher is prepared to give Jackie the entire business in exchange for the pitiful $1,000. When his partner's men point their weapons at him, the businessman is left with no other option. After that, he dashes to Bevilacqua in the hopes that she'll assist him in destroying Jackie. However, the gangster lashes out at the man who asks for his help after discovering that Thresher's men were responsible for the attack on Dwight that gave him terrible migraines. Dwight Manfredi confronts Armand Manny Trucy, who then fully loses consciousness. The fact that the former Mafia Capo is watching him makes him understand that he can no longer stay in Tulsa. He questions Clara, his wife, about going missing with him and their children when they first meet. However, she claims that because she is attempting to divorce him, neither she nor her kids want to interact with him in any way. In front of Margaret Devereaux, Manny vents his rage at Spencer. The Fenario Ranch's owner then fires him due to his actions and assigns Spencer to take his place. Then, in order to get money to leave Tulsa, Manny meets with Thresher. However, the businessman rejects his request for $5 to $10 grand and tosses a $100 bill for the former to pick up from the floor because he is no longer useful to him. Manny informs one of his kids over the phone that he must temporarily remain invisible. Dennis Goody Karangi, who has been securing the money Dwight has available to him, is confronted by the extremely disturbed ranch worker. Despite the consigliera's warning that the general will soon locate him, Manny stuffs a bag full of cash and leaves the scene after holding him at gunpoint. Dwight Manfredi becomes concerned for his daughter Tina's and her children's safety after learning that Bill Bevilacqua will wage war against him at any moment. In order to avoid being caught in the center of the terrible situation, he requests that she go back to New York. Although Tina makes it clear that their romance is finished, she doesn't mind going back. She's been waiting a long time for him to change. Rather, she is just witnessing his worsening. So, without even bidding her father farewell, she departs for her birthplace. Dwight worries for Tina even after she leaves Tulsa. He gives Chicky a call and threatens to kill Chicky if something were to happen to his family in New York. In response, the general's adversary states that he has no interest in the former's family. Additionally, Dwight alerts the even higher plane staff about the FBI investigators who listened to Bevilacqua through a device placed in the latter's Kansas City home confirm the imminent attack. Tyson goes back to the hospital to visit his father, Mark Mitchell, who is facing the fact that he lost his kid to a world of mobsters as his team gets ready for the fight. Even higher plane is locked down by Lawrence, Bodie Geigerman, and Jimmy the Creek. The latter is astonished to find himself in a precarious situation. The former isn't, though. He claims that wars and conflicts like the one they face are unavoidable since he is a Native American man who is well-versed in the history of his community's suffering. Bevilacqua's men suddenly appear and start shooting at the two marijuana vendors as they are leaving the shop. Jimmy is shot and dies, but Bodie manages to avoid the rain of bullets. For many years, Sylvester Stallone has remained a legendary figure. Beginning with the Rocky film series and on to increasingly renowned parts, he has established himself as a key figure in Hollywood's action genre. He has maintained his relevance through a variety of jobs, whereas many celebrities burn out when confronted with the trials of time. Tulsa King, a series that features him at its core as a mafia capo, is the most recent example. The actor has managed to stay grounded, though, matter how high he flies. One of the series' new stars just shared how he got chosen for the highly regarded endeavor. The second season of Tulsa King, starring Sylvester Stallone, is now in production. Bigfoot is undoubtedly the most intriguing of the several new faces that have been unveiled as a result of this. In a short period of time, the character gained popularity and even became a favorite among viewers. Mike "Cashflow" Walden, the well-known wrestler and actor, talked about how he got cast in the show despite never having done any professional acting before in an interview with Pop Culture Unplugged with Elias. In his opening remarks, Walden disclosed that he already had an acting agency and had been attempting to achieve success in Hollywood for a considerable amount of time. In light of this, the wrestler disclosed that he received a lot of attention after appearing in the Ohio Valley Wrestling documentary on Netflix. An email asking if he would be interested in trying out for a position was also provided. Walden, of course, was intrigued and went to try out. But he assumed he didn't get the role after he didn't receive a callback for a while. He was mistaken. Following his Bigfoot audition, Mike "Cashflow" Walden received a response informing him that he had been hired and would be contacted shortly. They did stress for a while that he should answer the phone if he receives a call from an unknown number. It is reasonable to infer, nevertheless, that the wrestler had no idea who would call him. During the conversation, Walden disclosed that Sylvester Stallone himself called him. As if this weren't enough, the wrestler disclosed that Stallone had seen his Netflix documentary and was aware of him. The actor continued by telling him that he wanted the wrestler to join his Tulsa King crew. It is reasonable to suppose that Walden must have been shocked by the incident. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks, everyone.